The call came into us around 6 p.m. We're continuing to work throughout the night with the San Francisco police to gain additional details. We will have detectives from Roanoke County responding to San Francisco as soon as we can get a flight out of Roanoke or any other close by city. We're anxious to get there.
You are watching it live as it happens. That's the press conference out of Roanoke, right here on Nancy Grace. Good evening. I'm Sam Champion in for Nancy tonight. And it happened right in front of us. Let me just go over this press conference for a moment. They were seen in a retail store, 12-year-old Brittany and 32-year-old Easley, both in custody now. Brittany safe and sound, recognized by a store clerk in a safe way that they were in. It seems that they were just walking distance from a campsite. It's believed they might have been there. Brittany does know, indeed, Brittany does know that her mother is dead. Let's go right to Gene Casares, legal correspondent with True TV's In Session. Gene, it's been an incredible week with very few clues, and now this bombshell right in front of our eyes tonight. Take us back to a little bit of a timeline, if you would.
Well, you know, it's amazing, and it's been a week, and authorities were very concerned because that 1 week mark out can be very significant, and they couldn't find Brittany. And they had Amber Alerts, electronic billboards all over the southeast near Virginia. And it looks like they took flight to California. And we want to say, Sam, one other thing. We have just learned that that store clerk that went to police San Francisco, she recognized both of them from a show on the CNN networks. This show, Nancy Grace, she's been doing this story all week. And if it at all helped in finding Brittany, that is the value of a show just like this.
Absolutely, and Nancy's the only one who will take these stories and just doggedly pursue them until somebody comes up with an answer to them. You've been on the show and on the stories all week as well. So the most surprising thing that came out of the press conference, what was it for you?
You know, I think it was San Francisco. I never dreamed San Francisco. I mean, they had an Amber Alert in Florida last night. And I think, legally speaking, that could come into a court of law, taking flight, consciousness of guilt, going all across the country where authorities, you wouldn't think, would find you, but they sure did.
Well, now that we know that Brittany is safe and she's talking to the San Francisco police, I have to just concentrate on Brittany for a moment before we even go all the different ways in this story. Dr. Michael Hunter, Chief Medical Examiner, Panama City, Florida, and a forensic pathologist. Michael, I have to guess that Brittany is going to go through some kind of physical exam with them during this questioning. She's 12 years old. She's been with a 32-year-old man for a good part of the week here, and we're all highly suspicious of what may have happened to her here. So tell me what they're going to do with Brittany now.
Right. Well, you know, she needs to be interviewed in a very non-threatening environment. She needs to be interviewed by someone who has expertise in child protection. That type of information is going to guide what happens further. Now, if there's a question about possible sexual assault on the part of the male here, she's going to have to undergo likely an examination in one of the child protection units, usually in the San Francisco area. And, you know, that's something that may happen, but all that information that's going to be coming out, I think, very quickly from her with someone who's skilled in speaking with young children like that.
Michael, we find out that she's been with this man and she knows that her mother's dead. We don't know when she found out, but we've seen some of the pictures of her walking through the store earlier this week, and we've got more tape that we're going to go through tonight, and I'm sure there's footage of them walking through the Safeway. But I mean, what's her state of mind like now? What do you think?
Yeah, you know, who knows? But, you know, that type of trauma can be very, very detrimental to that child. The information that she has that we need to find out about, that child protection team needs to find out about, may be locked away for a bit. You have to give her a chance to release that to them.
She's been in touch with her family. They're very relieved, and I'm assuming that maybe a family member will go out there and escort her back.